Our hero, the handsome and chivalrous knight, Brandon, stands before a legendary monster known as the Beast of a Thousand Eyes. Many who have witnessed this beast have said that its very gaze of their thousand eyes are capable of instilling fear into those faithful victims. Our hero aims to conquer this beast, clad not in iron armor, but in suit and tie. His weapon is not a sword, but ink on paper. Only time will tell if our hero makes it out alive and in one piece. Hello, great beast of a thousand eyes. I am Brandon Dang, and I am a knight in the gaming world. For those of you who know me, they will tell you that I have a very unique taste in games. I do not look for the greatest graphics or the storyline, though those are a bonus. I look mainly for those lists of achievements in every game. For those not knowledgeable in the gaming experience, achievements are literally what they mean. They are achievements earned for accomplishing certain criteria within a game, such as finding a special item or beating a boss. These achievements in my mind are probably the most entertaining aspect in a game, as it urges people to go out and explore things that they never expected to be hidden within a game. Now, I won't go on ranting about what the best game there is out there, but I have found that achievements in the game are sort of like achievements in life. Though not as defined in games, where you have a list of achievements to complete, achievements in life are potentially all around us. Take, for example, one of my great achievements as a 15-year-old knight in training, if you will. I was a pretty peculiar teenager, boasting my bowl-cut hair and my knack for shorts. At that time, I was preparing for my showdown with the driving test instructor in order to acquire that badge of knighthood in this modern era, the driver's license. Only two things impaired my ability to acquire one: my understanding of driving, which at that time was through Fast and Furious, a racing game I frequently played, albeit rather badly, and my extreme shyness, which I was only just trying to break free from. With some unbearable moments in driver's ed and some training with my parents, I deemed that I was ready to take on the gauntlet of the actual driving test. By that time, I had agreed upon this. I had all the knowledge I needed for that test, but I had not yet conquered my shyness. This was definitely not like riding a horse in those medieval games. My saddle was a leather-trimmed seat, and my beast was not made of flesh and bone, but was made of iron and paint, which hummed with combustion processes and breathed out fumes of carbon dioxide. The driving inspector took a glance around the metal beast and stepped into the vehicle. I took one deep breath. My eyes were desperately looking for the quit button, but there was none. I took one deep breath, knowing that this was my last breath. Just as soon as I believed I had breathed my last, the test was over, and I had passed. That same feeling of joy and reward rushed into my veins, as if I had earned an achievement. I had passed the driving test. The great and powerful knight Brandon had conquered one of the greatest challenges of this modern realm. Well, at least that's what I thought it was. The road was not empty of obstacles, though. Being a high school student was no easy task. The road was not empty, and adventure was strewn with challenges. The evil essay boss, the perilous poetry presentation, and let's not forget that the terrible tests that lurk every fortnight or so. Now, as a senior, I can say that I've become a veteran knight, having trudged through the brunt of high school. One thing I haven't forgotten is how achievements lurk around every corner of our lives. Be it minuscule or gargantuan, these tasks await your expertise in accomplishing them. They do not have to be difficult to be prestigious. It's what you make of it, that sentimental value which you hold in accomplishing that task. I mean, look, for most people, the driving test was an easy task, but for others, it can be a real challenge. When encountering tasks that you think are impossible, look back at your library of achievements and tell yourself, I've completed all of those, so what's stopping me from conquering this task? What I don't want you to take from this is that gaming will teach you about life, or that driving a car will be the greatest achievement in your entire lifetime. From what our great sensei, Forrest Gump, has taught us, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And you truly don't know what you're going to get when you first open your eyes into this world. I, for one, don't remember what I got when I first opened my eyes, but I'm glad I acquired this life to grow up with friends and know great people. Your life will be riddled with different challenges, and it's up to you to find out how to solve them. What I want you to get from this Chapel Talk is this: that most things in this world are are tasks meant to challenge us. Maybe as students, people, or knights in the gaming world, just record those achievements throughout your life, and when you're at your final achievement, ask yourself that lifelong question: with all the accomplishments I've done, have I lived my life to 100% completion? Our hero has just delivered his speech to the now wizened beast of 1,000 eyes. He dons his smile as an achievement rises in his head with the bold letters saying, "Achievement accomplished." But before he prepares his departure, he must say one more thing.